Big news in the automobile industry just an hour ago. The United Auto Workers Union, the nation's largest auto union, voted to authorize a strike calling for improved wages and benefits.
Yeah, the UAW represents hundreds of thousands of workers at manufacturers like General Motors and Ford. This would be the union's first strike since 2019, when 49,000 GM workers walked off the job for 40 days. NBC News correspondent Jesse Kirsch joins us now with the very latest. Hey, Jesse. So what kind of leverage does this vote give the union workers, and what did the president of the union say about the demands and this decision to authorize a strike?
Yeah, so to be clear, guys, for people watching at home, there is no strike at this point. What this was about was union members voting to say, yes, we support union leadership saying let's go on strike if they feel it's necessary. We still have a couple weeks till these contracts run out in mid-September. The message from the president of the United Auto Workers, representing around 150,000 auto workers across the country, is simply put that the car makers are seeing a lot of money coming in, a lot of profits, and it's not winding up in the pockets of workers. So they're looking for a lot of things, among them a nearly 50% wage increase. They want pensions to be coming back, cost of living increases, and they want a shorter work week as well. So these are some of the demands in the list from UAW workers. And again, we're just a couple weeks away before these contracts expire, and we could be seeing a strike in mid-September.
But how does that affect just everyday people like you and me, Jesse? I mean, if we're talking 150,000 union members, that's who's part of this potential strike. What would a strike just of that size mean for the economy and, frankly, the auto industry at large?
Yeah, and there's always the chance that not all of these workers go on strike. The union could target a specific company, could target a specific plant. So it's not a guarantee that we're looking at 150,000 workers going on strike, even if a strike does wind up happening. Beyond those workers obviously missing out on pay and having to take a cut, and the companies potentially losing money as this all unfolds, the average American out there is not necessarily going to see an economic impact if this wraps up in the shorter term. But if you're looking to buy a new car and you're looking to buy one made by Stellantis, GM, or Ford, and one of those companies gets caught up in a strike, inventories are not high right now. If you've gone to buy a car, you already know you might have had trouble getting the car you want. So if inventories are choked off even more by the fact that there won't be new cars coming off of the line, that could very quickly mean that you're not going to be able to find the car that you want. So you might have to take what's in the dealership. You might look at another dealership. You might look for a used car. You might look at an entirely different brand that is not caught up in this strike. But it's not something that will necessarily lead to a higher cost for a new car, at least in the short term. So that should bring some relief.
That's right.
To consumers.
There's some options
there.
Jesse Kirsch for us there. Jesse, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.